Greetings everybody, Steve back with another Can I Fix It video. This one is a Nintendo DS Lite in lovely green. Once again, this is another eBay purchase. This one I paid £12.50 for. Unfortunately, I purchased it, I think it was back in May, so I can no longer get into the listing to see any of the information, but I do remember it had a faulty top screen, I think it said. So it's fully boxed, which is really nice. Box has got a few tears on it, but it's not in bad condition. So let's open it up and let's have a look and see what we've got. Ooh, and the charger, which is nice. Tested for electrical safety by PSW for all your electrical safety testing needs. Whoever they are. Oh, instructions, wow. This is impressive. Where's the DS? There it is. Okay, so we can, well, we've got a little tiny, no, it's not a crack, I don't think, but we can see there that the hinge is knackered. Yeah. Flappity flap. Well, let's see if it comes on. Probably not, because it probably needs charging. Oh, it does come on. Green light. Okay. You can see the top screen doesn't appear to be working. Oh, it just flashed on then. Ah, there you go. It's got to be at the right angle. It's got to be there. If it's there, it doesn't work. If it's there, it doesn't work. If it's there, it works. Hey! Alright, well, let's try and keep it there. Touchscreen works. Okay, excellent. So I'm guessing it's something to do with the ribbon connector, because the ribbon connector goes through this hinge as far as I know. So it's probably just when it's been broken or it's been dropped or whatever, it's either pulled the ribbon cable out slightly or it's damaged it. But so far so good. That looks like it might be fixable. What I might have to do, well, what I will have to do is get another top piece for this, I guess. Is that all one piece, that, or is that two separate pieces? Does this... See, I've never taken one of these apart before, so I don't really know. But it's going to be fun finding out. In fact, before we take it apart, let's pop a game in just to see if it does actually read games. Hey! Where's the volume? Right, okay, that seems to work. I'll just give it a clean while I'm in there. Let's get this apart and let's see if we can figure out what's going on with that top screen. Where do I start? Let's start with the blue mat. Right. I'm guessing the screws are hiding. Okay, so let's take the battery cover off. There we go. Battery looks okay, doesn't look swollen. How do you take it out? Like that. Okay. Some screws here. Right, is that everything? Yay! Everything's falling out. Yay! We've got a couple of antennas. Well, that's going to be fun getting that back through there, isn't it? Does it even come out? Take the screen out with it, obviously. Hate these little ribbon connectors. Right, there we go. So the screen can actually stay connected there. That was all working fine, wasn't it? So let's just pop that to one side. Okay, I can see 2 screws here. Okay. So that's that sort of barrel hinge thing. And then I presume it just slides. There we go. Everything's falling out now. God, it's really tight in there, isn't it? There we go. Right, so is that bit's okay, isn't it? Just needs a clean. It's a bit minging up there. Yeah, it looks the ribbon cable looks a little bit chewed, but then I suppose it would do if it's wound round and shoved through that teeny tiny orifice. Right, what do I do now? I'm guessing there's some screws hiding under there. There we go. There we go. Right. There's the speakers. And then the antennas there. So let's have a look at this ribbon cable. I guess you have to wind it right round and squeeze it through there. Jesus. I don't like this. Oh, it's got a rip in it. That'll be why it doesn't work. I don't know whether you can see. Looks to me like it's got a little rip here. But it certainly doesn't look very clever on that corner there. So I don't know whether that's actually going to be repairable. Might have to get a new ribbon cable. God, there must be a better way of doing this. Hello, Mr. Nintendo. I finished designing your Nintendo DS Lite. Excellent. Any problems? No, not really. I mean, getting the ribbon cable through the hinge is almost impossible, but you know, you only have to do it once. It's not like the screens are ever going to break and someone's going to have to try and get the bloody thing apart. Excellent. Oh, I think I'm through. Spoke too soon. Right, well that bit's come out. I don't like this. Right. Thank God for that. Let's have a closer look at this ribbon cable now. It's mangled to buggery. That can't have just been from when maybe someone's had this apart before and they've struggled. Unless I just did it then. It's very possible because I was scrunching it up, wasn't I? But that rip was already there. Yeah, it's gone right through at least one of the tracks, I think. I'm just going to have a closer look. Annoyingly, it looks like the ribbon cable is just part of the screen, so it's not like something you can switch out. I guess you have to replace the whole thing, which is incredibly irritating. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this under the microscope and I'm just going to have a look to see if it has gone through the track. I mean, it's possible that it was it just wasn't in properly. I didn't really notice, but it's more than likely going to be a little tear there. Let's get the microscope and have a look. Where do all these bits go now? I've just been poking around with this. You can see how easy it is to scratch it. But you can see the tear there. It sort of goes to at least two of the tracks. Apologies for the lighting. I can't quite get it right. It might even be 3 tracks. In fact, it might even be 4. It goes from there. 1, 2. Yeah, it's gone through 4 tracks. There's going to be nothing I can do, I don't think, to fix that. These are absolutely tiny. Don't think I'll be able to run jumper wires. No, I'd have no chance with that. Can you replace just the ribbon cable? I don't think so. Right, I'm going to have to come back to this. The ribbon cable I don't think you can change. So I've seen a replacement screen on eBay for £6 including postage. So it seems a shame because the screen itself was actually okay. But I think I'm going to order up a new screen. And while I'm at it, I'm going to get a replacement for... Which bit was broken? Where was the crack? This one. So I need a new one of these as well, don't I? So I'll see if I can pick one of those up. I imagine that'll only be a couple of pounds. And a new screen. And then we'll come back to this video. Okay, so it's been a couple of days and the new screen has arrived, and I also managed to get a spare fascia bit. So let's have a look at that first. There we go. that's that. Oh, it's got a hinge in it as well. It's good. So that looks okay. I think that'll do the job quite nicely. And then let's have a look at this screen. And there we go, there's the screen. Now, I don't think this is a genuine OEM screen, but it was $5.99 with free postage, so I think it's worth a try. It looks correct to me. It's like the right size. So let's get the blue mat back out and let's see if we can get that in. Okay, so we've got everything set up. This is the original one here and the original screen. This is the replacement and the replacement screen. So first thing I'm going to do is take these bits out of this one and pop them in here. Right, there we go. That's everything off of that broken bit. Let's put that to one side. So the screen now I'm assuming I have to unsolder those speakers, pop them on there, that should be okay. This green surround, I presume, comes off. Let's have a look. Looks like it does. There we go. Right, and I'm assuming on this side it's going to be nice and clean. It just doesn't look it. And I've also got a fingerprint on that screen. Nice one, Steve. So I'm going to clean those before I pop that on, just to make sure that I get rid of all the grease and dirt. Just going to use a little bit of IPA. So I'm just going to use a dry one on this. Has it got like a protective layer? And you'd think it would, because it's just arrived actually. I don't think it has. No, it doesn't. Oh, it looks nice and clean now. So let's just clean the inside of this. Right, I'm just going to pop this on. It looks clean. It looks like all the dirt's on the outside. You can always do it again if it's got specks of dust in, because that's the last thing we need is specks of dust. Okay, that looks alright. Alright, that looks good to me. Okay, so now I just need to remove the speakers from this ribbon cable and put them onto here. So I'm just going to start by just tinning this this new pad. I'm just going to use some cheap flux for this because I've got loads of this stuff. I bought it before I realised how rubbish it was, but I think for this job it should be fine. And I'm just going to tin those pads there. There we go. And now I'm going to remove these speakers. Start with the top one. Just add a little bit more flux on here. Okay, all done. I don't think any of that was in shot, was it? Oops. Right, so I think we can... Seems a shame, but we can get rid of that old screen now. And then this is what we're left with. And then that speaker goes in there. Nice. Okay, well that was relatively pain-free. Whether it works or not is another thing, but I suppose the most difficult bit is rolling this up without tearing it and pushing it through the hinge. Alright, let's try rolling this up without damaging it. How on earth do you do that? Suppose it helps if the screen isn't in. Okay, no, I don't like this. Wow. Getting nervous now. Oh, oh. Oh yeah. I'd like to say that was easy, but it really isn't. It's actually very, very difficult. Or maybe I just made it difficult. I have a habit of doing that. Right, wow. I think I've done it. It was a lot more difficult than it probably should have been. Now I just need to get it back on this bit, which I am going to clean before I do that. Right, this is incredibly irritating. This black wire, I pushed through, it won't come out the other side, and now it won't come back this way either. It's completely stuck. The only thing I can think of is to try and remove the card reader, but I don't really want to be honest. I think that's going to be a complete nightmare. I wonder whether I can just unsolder it here and here and just lift it up slightly and then get this bloody thing out. But I've been struggling with it now for about 10 minutes, so I think I'm going to have to. Because I'm probably risking snapping it. Let's try it. If it doesn't look like it's going to move freely, then I'm probably not going to bother. I might just have to do it in this corner. But I'll just put a bit of cheapo flux in there. Should probably remove the screen, shouldn't I? Don't want to risk damaging it. Such fun. Right, it's lifted up slightly, so I'm hoping that's going to give me a bit more room. There we go. Wow. Can't tell you how relieved I am that I've got that out. Now I need to try and get it actually through. So while it's still slightly raised, I'm going to give it another go. There we go. Wow, that was an absolute nightmare. Wow. Beginning to sound like Gordon Ramsay, aren't I? Without the expletives. Right, let's put the screen back on and let's put that back. Right, I'm not going to put any more screws in, I'm going to test it, because if I need to take it apart again, I'm going to be very upset. We've got a green light. Excellent. We have sound and the screen's come on. Right, I'll do the rest of the testing when I've put it fully back together. Oh yeah. Touchscreen works. Excellent. Touchscreen works. Hinge is good. Bottom screen works. Sound works. Oh, that's annoying. Right, let's try a game in it. Let's go! Okay, that's enough of that. Right, well, it's working absolutely fine. Shoulder buttons both work, all the buttons seem to work. Top screen is now working, looks as good as new to me. Problems we had with it was the crack on the hinge here. So I've replaced this whole piece of fascia here. The top screen was only working at a certain angle. It now works at all angles. So I've replaced the screen. The ribbon cable on the original one had a tear in it, which I didn't think I'd be able to repair. The screen was only $5.99, including postage, so it was well worth doing that in my opinion. And that's it. I've given it a good clean, and I now know how to take these things apart. That was the first time I've ever done that, so I'm quite pleased with that. I do actually have another one of these, which is a Guitar Hero one, which I'm quite looking forward to working on because I'm a bit of a Guitar Hero geek. So yeah, really happy with that. It wasn't a difficult one. The most challenging part was getting the ribbon cable through the hinge, and also routing those the antennas. They were a real pain, but it's all done. So and if I do have to do it again, I'll be a lot more confident. So pleased I've done it. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did get any enjoyment, please give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing for more Can I Fix It videos. Thank you very much and cheerio. And sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat, which makes me sound really quite sexy.